This is the place they say people come from far, far, far away to find their dreams, chasing down these meteors and comets called dreams in the sky of life.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy ssjk-dots, the first black Super Saiyan to survive on this planet, and I'm back here with another video. I just watched Dragon Ball Superheroes, and this movie was fire. It was flames. Now let me make this clear before I get into this review. When they do revive the show, two things. You have the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie and the Dragon Ball Superhero movie. I do not want the anime to retell these movies. When you bring the anime back, pick up where this movie left off. That's all you need to do, and build new stories from here. Don't retell them again. Don't waste our time. These movies are already perfect as is. You know, you did your little time skips, your time jumps, and pick up where we left off. That's all you need to do. Okay? Another thing. While the CGI animation was better than most CGI animation I've seen in a lot of anime, especially those ugly Netflix ones, this was really good visually. But I'm going to tell you guys this and make it clear. This should not be the standard for Dragon Ball moving forward. While this is very good, if they want to do this for like a couple movies and stuff, that's fine with me. I don't want this to be a consistent thing for the show. And even a lot of the movies. The Shintani style they have in Dragon Ball Super Broly is perfect. They should move forward with that. If they wanted to experiment and do something different, this was good. This was good just for this little thing. But keep it pushing and go back to the basics, 2D. And even in Dragon Ball Super Broly, they had some CG in some of the fights and stuff, and they incorporated it. It wasn't too much, but you can see it, but they still utilized it. I think you can still do that. You know, if you need to utilize in some of the combat and stuff to help make the animation easier and flow better for you, that's fine, but this shouldn't be the standard. It wasn't bad, but it should not be the standard for Dragon Ball. Now, this movie is really about fundamentals. You know, getting back to your roots in a sense, rediscovering yourself, and going back to the fundamentals to become who you used to be in a sense, right? This movie is about Gohan and Piccolo. This is very much their movie. Piccolo gets more spotlight than Gohan, which is really good. I'm not arguing either way. The side characters in general in this movie, 18, Goten, Trunks, Krillin, you know, while they show up later, they get their spotlight. They all get spotlight, and even in the final confrontation, they all work together, right? It's not just Gohan and Piccolo pick up the slack. Everybody comes together, and they work together. They team up. They unite, and I love that. You know, it wasn't just Goku and Vegeta came in out of nowhere and, you know, blah, 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 blah. It was these characters that they set up as the ones leading the movie are the ones who are going to take care of this, and I love that. There were some good moments in this movie for me personally. A lot of the funny moments, the Piccolo and Pan stuff. I kind of wish I'll be honest, that shit was cute. The Piccolo and Pan stuff was cute. You know, you can look at Piccolo's relationship with Gohan in two different ways. You can look at it as like a big brother, because when Piccolo was born, he's not that much older than Gohan when he was reborn and he came back after Demon King Piccolo died and stuff. But you know, look at it as like, you know, like a godfather in a sense, or an older brother. But the Pan, that's like almost like, you know, his goddaughter that he's taking care of. That's his goddaughter, and he's training her, you know, trying to teach her some things. I'm not telling you guys what she needs to learn in this movie, but she needs to learn something that's basic, you know, something that's basic. But she's so young, and I'm shocked at how young she was. I was like, she's really that young? Damn. But mind you, it's an anime, so they gonna work things a little different. The villains in this movie, the Red Ribbon Army, they have returned. They resurfaced. You know, the previous leader, his son, and Dr. Jiro's grandson, Dr. Hito, are the ones who start to bring it back to his glory. while the Red Ribbon Army was slowly already coming back, Dr. Hito is there to create something to help bring the Red Ribbon Army back to its glory, right? Now in this movie, my first, when I was going into it, I thought, you know, maybe they're going to, you know, the Red Ribbon Army is going to like twist this dude's, Dr. Hito's perception of what our heroes are. But nah, they completely took some information and ran with a narrative, and even they believed it. So, you know, just know when you get into this movie and you see how our villains have their reasonings for going about taking down the heroes, it's not so much of manipulation. It's a lot of, you know, people believing something and running with it and not even getting the full facts of what is really going on. That's basically how these villains are going about this situation. Now, this movie was about an hour 40 minutes. Kind of wish it was a little longer. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of wish this was a little longer. But everything they gave us, man, I was loving this shit. There was a part in this movie where my nigga Gohan like raged out, bruh, and I was like, oh my god, he mad. And look, this is one thing I really do love about this movie. This movie acknowledged stuff that a lot of fans have been having issue with, and what we talked about, and even things I talked about in certain videos. Gohan is very reliant. The reason Gohan is so settled is because he's very reliant on the fact that Goku and Vegeta is around, right? He's very reliant on that, and I love the fact that he brings that up, because it makes perfect sense why Gohan is acting the way he is. While yes, he has a family and he was not raised like Goku, he was raised in a more traditional sense, you know, like go to school, get good grades, all that. A little bit more normal compared to Goku, you know, who grew up in the woods and stuff and didn't go to school, and all he cared about was fighting and stuff. So Gohan's going to have a different perception about going through life. Even though fighting should not be Gohan's main goal, he needs to be able to step up when the occasion comes. And Piccolo acknowledges that and brings this up so much during the movie. And while they have this situation going on, Piccolo is secretly, in a way, training Gohan to get him to his next potential by throwing him into a situation and running with it and getting Gohan to his next level. And that's what I liked about it. You know, you can look at it. It's literally like the same situation when Cell gave when Goku gave Cell the Senzu Bean, right? A lot of us look at it as, Goku, what the fuck you doing, bro? That's dumb as shit. But he was training his son. He wanted him to fight Cell at full power, right? Which is honorable. He didn't want him to, you know, come in here, fight him when he's weak and stuff. He wanted him to do it with honor, in a sense. And he wanted his son to be pushed to surpass his limits, right? And this movie is really about Gohan realizing that he has to step to the occasion. He needs to push past those limits. It is literally always been said that Gohan has the best potential out of everyone on the planet. Goku, Vegeta, Gohan has the most potential. Gohan is like Broly, right? When they was born with this hidden potential. Something Goku didn't have, Vegeta didn't really have, but Gohan and Broly, mainly Gohan, they was born with a hidden potential. Where their power just, once you get them to that point, they unlock a new level, right? It's not like Goku, where like when Goku being Super Saiyan, it was an angry reaction. I had to pull that out. While it's the same with Gohan, Gohan was just born with something different. He was just born with something different, where his power is literally it progresses in a way where he has more potential than other people. Right? He gets angry, boom, he moves on to the next level. He literally pushed the Super Saiyan 2 when Goku couldn't. And Goku was way stronger, was better at training and all that. And he couldn't even push to where his son pushed during the Cell Saga. for a reason. Because Gohan was born with something that Goku and Vegeta don't even have. So, I really like this movie. If I had to bring up any flaws with it, like I say, the pacing of it, I wish it was a little longer. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You know, there's some stuff I kind of wish they stayed on. This movie does a lot of flashbacks, and it reminds people of what's going on. And that's why I do, you know, you have to consider this stuff canon, because they're literally giving recaps using the canon of the shows and of the show, and recapping everything up until now. Like, they're literally recapping it, starting from Dragon Ball to then. So these movies are canon. I hope they don't do what they did with Battle of Gods and Resurrection of F and retell them in the show and retcon them, because that's really gonna frustrate me if they retcon these movies by retelling them in the show, because that's really gonna irk me, bro. Like, please don't do that. Could just pick up where these movies left off. They're gonna get introduced to a villain in this movie, right? Now I'm gonna drop a video on this, and I'll say this much: compared to his other counterpart in the Cell Saga, bruh, this nigga was scary. This nigga was scary, bro. I'm not gonna tell who it was, but this nigga was scary, bro. He was scary for the reasons of the one we dealt with, right? Was a little bit more smart, calculated. You can reason with him. I'm not saying who, but he's in the Cell Saga. Smart, calculated. He's a thinking, sentient being. While dangerous, yes. But the one we got to deal with was more animalistic, wild, cannot be tamed, and literally even more powerful than the one we dealt with. And it's like, oh my gosh. Like, at least with the other one, you can reason with it. There's a moment in the Cell Saga where the other one, and that's why I'm not trying to spoil it for you guys, the other one, the green one, was fighting and saw that Goku was going to blow up the planet in the Cell Saga. He's like, what are you doing? And then Goku did the instant transition and boop, blew his ass up. There was some fear in his heart. Goku with some fear in his heart. This one, bruh, this nigga don't got no fear, bruh. This nigga tough as shit. And what Piccolo had to do in order to level up on this nigga and really throw the hands, and I love the way they did the choreography in this. The action choreography was really good. They was throwing in a lot of wrestling moves and stuff, suplexes, whatnot. I think they did a rock bottom, if I remember. They did some crazy shit up in this movie. But damn, Piccolo really had to level up just to body this fool. Like, he had to level up, and even Piccolo was getting fucked up. But that whole fight at the end was very reminiscent of Goku and Piccolo versus Raditz, and that score, and it's very reminiscent of the Cell Saga for Gohan when he had to, you know, do his final attack to save everybody. Very reminiscent, and that score in the final fight was so beautiful. That shit was beautiful. Like, it really hyped me up. I felt like a fanboy. I felt like a Dragon Ball fanboy up in that theater, bruh. And when you watch this shit on IMAX, it is so amazing. This shit was amazing on IMAX. Go watch this on IMAX. It's literally beautiful. The colors, the animation, vibrant, beautiful. But I do not want the CG animation to be the norm for Dragon Ball. But for Dragon Ball Superhero, if I had to give this like movie a grade out of, let's do 5. I'm gonna give it a 4. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5. Plot was simple, but it literally does what Dragon Ball reoccurringly does. Getting back to the fundamentals, remembering the fundamentals. Like, this movie is about remembering the fundamentals to get our characters back to where they need to be, and mainly Gohan. Because a lot of people been bashing on Gohan and stuff, and I never disliked where Gohan was at. How Gohan is reacting to the world and looking at things, it makes sense. I mean, shit, Goku and Vegeta's around. He doesn't have to do much, and he wants to be a father, right? He wants to live a normal life and have a family and stuff. He wants to be a scholar. He doesn't want to be a brute and fight all the time. Yes, he should still keep up on his training, but when you don't have that many threats coming like, mind you, when the new threats come in Dragon Ball, it's years that pass. It's not just they defeat Cell. Oh, Majin Buu shows up the next day. Nah, it was literally a 7-day period, right? So it makes sense. Gohan's not going to be staying up on this stuff like that. He literally winds down because he wants to live normally. You know, he wants to live normally, just be normal, do his minor workouts, nothing too crazy, because he's not expecting these threats like he should be expecting them, because he wants to be normal. But in this world, Gohan has to realize he cannot be completely normal. He needs to step to the occasion. And this movie is about him stepping to the occasion. And Gohan, my boy Gohan, boom! Gohan is a beast, y'all. Anybody that be talking shit about Gohan, stop disrespecting my mans. Gohan is that dude. Give him his respects. I'm giving this movie a 4 out of 5. I really thought it was good. Hope you guys enjoyed this movie. Go check it out. And I'm betting they're about to revive the anime probably next year. Just like they did for Battle of Gods and Resurrection after they came out with the anime. Yeah, I think they're about to do that again. Just like I said, do not retell these movies. Keep it pushing. But I thought this movie was solid. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. Go to that peace, love, positivity, and all that jazz. Don't do drugs, like I always say. Deuces.
What'd you do?